A&L Fam, happy Thursday, everybody. Back live for another fun day of streams. The poll is going to be, what was that little chirp, Apollo? Do you have a bookshelf? Yes, and I love it. Yes, never use it. 1 second, puppies. Let me just keep on typing. No, but I want one. No, and I don't need one. Alrighty, folks. The poll has been set. We have our A&L fam coming into the stream. I see Auntie Ruth in the chat. I see Nicole is here. I see Peter Harper's here. Hi, my friends. How are you today? We are doing fantastic. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm excited for the stream. Ruth said, hey, Steven, Apollo, Leyla, and Tucker. Do you all want to get your first glimpse of Tucker today? He's back home. Peter said, hi, Ruth. Krishna said, I got dude. 6 votes already. The votes are coming in lickety split. You guys are excited to let me know if you have a bookshelf or not. Three likes on the day. We can do better than that. Let's get to double-digit likes here quick. Everybody double tap your phone screens if you're tuning in. Nicole said, hello, Ruth. Leslie Mitchell is back in the chat. Hello, Leslie, saying hi, everyone. Hello, Miss Leslie. Jens is here saying hello. Hi, Jens. Welcome to the stream today. I hope you and Thor are having a wonderful day of walking. Jens, I haven't heard about your walks in a while. How have they been going? Have you been walking as much as you were? Is your schedule still the same? Ruth said, hi, Leslie. Hi, Jens. Akshat said, what's up, sir? Akshat is back. Akshat, am I right to assume you're getting another day of rain? It seems like you've had the monsoons recently. Peter said, how is everyone today? It seems like, from what I'm reading, the energy is good and the people are having some amazing days out there. Ruth said, hi, Akshat. If we get 50 likes on this stream, I will show you guys Tucker the Pupishka inside. Krishna said, is there morning, evening, or midday? It is the afternoon, so midday right now. Free is in the chat. Hello, Free. Ruth said, doing fine, Peter. How are you? A little bit less, still 2 times a day. There you go. 2 times a day is plenty. 14 people are tuning in now. Akshat said, nope, no rain today. It means on, off. Johnny Holt is here. Hello, everyone. How's Apollo's nose doing? Apollo, we got to zoom in on your nose for Johnny. I think his nose is healing up quite nice. It's actually a lot less noticeable already. The fur's growing back. The nose is looking better. Thanks for asking, Johnny. Ruth said, hi, Free. Hi, Johnny. Thank you for letting us hit double-digit likes. Now the race for 20 has begun. Let's see how quickly we can get there. The red flag is United States Marines, so military. It's for my brother who's currently in the military. Ajem from Alpeja said free. Anybody know what that means? Johnny said it's really looking better. Got some fur up on there. Yeah, the fur is starting to come back, right? I'm happy. It healed up fairly quickly. Because we got to start making these videos for our sponsor stuff. For the Jai Roar scooter and Maven Health. So I need Apollo looking cute and cuddly. So he's a good looking pup in those videos. Johnny said, hello, Peter. Free sent a flag, I believe, in the chat. Krishna said, great. Did you see about the snake that I said to you yesterday? I did not get a chance to look up that snake. I actually forgot. It's very hard for me to remember since there's so many different topics and convos that are brought up on the stream. Unless you leave me a comment on the stream after it's posted or another video, I typically forget. But if you remind me, I will look it up today. Nicole said, a lot of your family are involved in military. Have you considered joining military when you were young, Stephen? I never considered joining the military when I was like the age that you would, like 17 to 18 to 20 and all that. Now that I'm older, I kind of wish I gave it more of a consideration. In my area, it's not very common to join the military. Most people who grow up where I am, the goal is to like graduate high school, go to college. There's a lot of, I feel like, societal pressure to go right into college after high school. So I honestly never gave it a thought, but I wish I had considered it more. Johnny said, your family is so fortunate to have such a beautiful pets, and we can't forget Tucker, the new member of the family. Katia is in the stream. Hello, Katia. BJ's here. I have several built-in bookcases with glass doors. Hello, BJ. Thank you for sending me that email also about the pet insurance. I did give it a look over. Krishna said, yeah, I do remind you. Ramona is waving. Akshat said, hello, Krishna. How are you, brother? Bunch of hellos in the chat. Peter said, is Tucker back home safe and sound? Yes, he is. If we get 50 likes on the stream today, I will show you all the Tuck truck. He's inside, relaxing, healing up, but we got to hit 50 likes. Jace is here. Leslie said, awesome pups, so good. Thank you, Leslie. Break Forever is here. Good afternoon. Hello, my friend. Let's go check out the chickies, puppies. Come on. Let's check out the chickies. Ah, they know where we're going. BJ said, Akshat, I am well. How are you today? BJ, is it okay to ask you a serious question? Said Nicole. So guys, update on my basketball team. We lost our game yesterday. Womp, womp, womp. So there will be no more basketball nights for me until I think September at least, at the earliest. We played a very good team, and it was a hard-fought battle, but the team wound up pulling away from us pretty good in the second half. Luann is here. Hello, Stephen and the Poopers. Hi, Luann. Charlie's in the chat. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Charlie. I'm peeking through the door now. There's a bird stuck in there again. Oh, he just got out. Is there a hole? How the heck did he just get out of there? There must be a little gap somewhere. Wow, really, this wood is really looking warped over here too. I hadn't noticed it was that crazy. Oh my gosh. I don't think that's a good thing. Peter said, I'm going on a field trip tomorrow. Woohoo! Where are you going, Peter? That sounds fun. Johnny said, let's go, everyone. If you're here, you're in a good place. Really super nice channel for the whole family. Let's hit those like buttons and remember to subscribe. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you. Charlie said, hello, A&L Fam. Losses, nope. Improve, yes. I love that mindset, Akshat. That is a beautiful mindset to have. It's the right one, too. You are correct. Leslie said, let's go. Jen said, tap, tap, and double tap, please. We all know you are full of wisdom. So my question is, if you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be? Ooh, very good question. I'm very curious on BJ's answer. Thank you for asking, Nicole. I'm sure BJ's answer will help everybody who's watching right now. Luann said, thank you for gracing us with your presence yesterday, Stephen. Oh, Luann. Thank you for going live. Your puppies are very cute. It was my pleasure. GIK said, I'm getting ready to eat Dolly Parton's homemade chicken and dumplings. Dolly Parton has a meal? Oh my gosh, my voice is, maybe I'm getting sick. Luann said, how are you today, Peter? Charlie said, remember, if you subscribe, we get closer to Stephen eating a dog beat day treat. Oh boy. Everybody, it's okay. You don't have to subscribe. It's okay. Krishna said mosquito, bed bugs, fly, and a snake. They're all bad living that created by God. Why? What are you thinking about this? Interesting. It's okay, so mosquito, bed bugs, fly, and snake. These are all bad living things. Are they bad? Are they actually bad, or do they serve a good purpose? That is the question, Krishna. GIK said, hi, Ruth. Ruth said, hi, GIK. We got Leyla. BJ said, Nicole, one of my first things I would tell myself is to not mind read and assume what people are thinking about me. Ooh, I like that. Johnny said, be kind to everyone and have respect. Learn all you can learn. I love how you call the dogs balls bally. Mosquitoes' purpose, what, to suck blood? Maybe their purpose is to feed the bats that fly around and eat them and the birds that fly around and eat them. BJ said, Nicole, too many people think that people should understand what they are feeling and thinking, which can lead to hurt or anger. So BJ, it sounds like, be a very open communicator and be open to expressing yourself and your thoughts is a big piece of that. Peter said, I'm going to the AV8 Cafe tomorrow, which is in an airfield. Wait a second, Peter. There's a cafe right on like a airport runway? Am I imagining that correctly? Luann said, you brought me luck. That was the best live I've ever had. Well, congratulations, Luann. Keep it up. I am rooting for you. Luann, you got to be getting close to the YouTube partner program yourself, no? I feel like you've been going live a lot and you've been probably in a lot of watch hours. Are you nearing the magical 4,000 watch hour mark? Akshat said, you can't question on God's creations. Just kidding. Johnny said, when God created everything, he did have a purpose. Man is the one who has to figure it all out. Ooh, that's a great life advice. Thank you, BJ. Said Nicole, one of the biggest problems married couples have is assuming that their partner understands what their needs and likes are. Rulis is in the chat. Hello, Rulis. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. In USA, which snake bites human mostly? In my area, the dangerous ones are copperhead and rattlesnakes. Honestly, though, snakes aren't a big issue where I'm at. Like, we have garter snakes in my backyard, but that's about it. They're like these little 3-foot non-venomous snakes. Charlie said, I just got off the trampoline. I was practicing gymnastics. Charlie, what's the best trick you can do? Can you do a flip? Akshat said, hey, Rulis, how are you? And Lucita is here. Good afternoon. Hope your dogs have a wonderful day today. Thank you, Lucita. Leyla and Apollo say thank you. Krishna said, can you spell that snake's name? Which one precisely? There's the copperhead, which is COPPERHEAD. Garter snake, I believe, is like GARTER. Luann said, thank you, Steven. Nope, so far away. So far away? How could that be? I guess you just got to keep up the daily lives, especially if you're popping off like you were yesterday. Johnny Holt said, it's so awesome that the 3 dogs have found their pet owners to live a happy life. Plenty of property for them to play. Lucita said, where is Tucker? Tucker is currently inside, and if we hit 50 likes on the stream today, I will show you Tucker in all his glory. He's resting up and recovering. Rule said, hey, Akshat, wild day for me, but overall doing well. Copperhead and rattlesnake. So yeah, Ruth put it in the chat for you, Mr. Krishna. You're only at 317 hours? Are you sure, Luann? Maybe it's just because it takes like a day or two to update. Well, your live stream from yesterday, which you said was your best, is definitely not within those statistics. That's going to add a lot to that. I'm working on it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Peter said, I made and tried some Japanese food today. It was gyoza. Ruth said, garter snake. I can do a front flip, front handspring, back flip, back handspring, and a cat twist. Wow, you're pretty good. I was a little gymnast back in the day myself. I did it from like pre-K to like second grade, and then I started playing football, and I was like, okay, that's enough gymnastics. It does teach you some good skills to take into other sports, like, you know, controlling all of the different, having a good body control, balance. Gives you strength too. BJ said, that sounds good, Peter. I like Japanese food a lot. And Akshat said, what happened, Rules? Everything okay? Nice Kilo and me. I love trampoline when I did gymnastics. Rules said, I'm a trader. Some days the markets are wild. Currently earnings have to pay a lot of attention. Yes, we're currently in the busiest week of the year. I think last week had the biggest companies, but I think this one is officially the busiest earnings week. Rulis, I don't know if you've been watching my Prospero streams, but you're probably one of the only A&L members who might actually enjoy them. We're going to be live 3 to 4 p.m. today. Akshat said, amazing work, Rulis. Peter said, it sure was, BJ. Where work, we have an employee who's Japanese, and she's good at making Japanese food. Ah, so she blessed you all. She made you all some special Japanese food that you got to try. Nicole said, why is it the busiest, Stephen? So companies have an earnings schedule where like every 3 months they report. And there's a bit of a cadence to it where like a lot of the large tech companies report on a similar time. And you kind of want to be reporting at the same time as your peers. And a lot of the companies just happen to fall on this week because most companies that are like mid-cap, so, you know, like several billions of dollars to like a couple hundreds billions of dollars, they all report on the same week. And so there's just a lot of changes happening in the markets right at 4 p.m., right after it closes. Rulis said, no, I have not. I have some more warnings at 5 p.m. Had an early morning too. Then I have to attend a UPenn Wharton graduation event in NYC tonight if I have the energy to go. I guess it depends how those earnings go, Rulis. If they go in your direction, I have a feeling you'll have the energy. If they don't, I have a feeling it'll be Chinese food and Netflix tonight instead of that event. Lucita said, I broke my arm at a trampoline park when I was 12. Oh my gosh. That's a scary time. I hope it didn't ruin trampolines for your whole life. Sometimes when stuff happens like that, when you're a kid, it can like affect you throughout your whole life. So I hope you were able to get back on the trampoline again. Jen said 2 likes away from 30 on the day. Tap, tap, and double tap your phones. It's a bit behind. It's top up later. Not sure when you think hours go on straight away. No sure, said Leslie. Lucida, that is a good lesson to learn, to not look at a phone when trampoline or when driving. Oh my gosh, the phone when driving is a major issue nowadays. It gets me from time to time, but you gotta resist the urge. Resist. Ooh, gotcha, said Nicole. So most companies do it quarterly. I always thought earnings calls are done annually. Yeah, so I think if you're listed on the US stock market, it's a requirement that you have quarterly earnings. Actually, it's gotta be, I feel like, because I've never seen a company not do it quarterly. I think Disney used to be semi-annual, might have been twice, but maybe they changed the rule because I think every company does it 4 times a year now. Rich is in the chat, my boy Rulis. What's up, my boy? Rulis said, hey, Rich 200 Wheels is here. See, even if you want to join our morning walk, if you have the time, it's ready at 1:10 p.m. Sounds great, Jens. We gotta check it out. The stream will be over by then, so I'm sure we can give it a look-see. Charlie said, something's wrong with the YouTube. It told me I wasn't subscribed. I know how we can fix that, Charlie. Hit that subscribe button again. Don't let YouTube stop ya. What is the best candy for your childhood do you remember? My favorite candy growing up and still to this day was probably Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Oh my goodness, are they good. Oh my gosh, you've reported over 200 phone drivers here. Nicole said, my brother got a big scar when we were young while he rode his bicycle, so I never learned how to ride a bicycle because of that. I can ride a bike, but I haven't ridden a bike in a long, long time. Rich said, hello all, just having a nice lunch today before my 3-day weekend. Wait, Rich, you were off last week. How do you get another 3-day weekend? Will said 100%. A form called a 10Q is required 4 times a year. 10K or that annual report is released once a year. White Chocolate is here saying greetings to the doggies. Hello. We hit 30 likes on the day. Thank you, everybody, for helping us hit that mark. The Securities and Exchange Commission makes the quarterly report rules. I got a habit of saying hello to everyone from BJ, said Akshat. Guys, I tried so hard to stream Steven's basketball game yesterday, but the Wi-Fi was awful. Then I got it going, but I didn't know how to allow the chat to comment during the stream, but I tried my best. Well, thank you, Rich. I'm kind of not so disappointed that it wasn't captured in all its glory because it wasn't the best game for our squad. But we will be back soon enough. Trevor Carter said, what's up, Diddity Dog? Who won the game? We lost, Rulus. We played a really good team, though. Luen said, for the poll, I had a bookshelf. All my books would fall off when I drive. Oh my gosh, I see a dono just hit the chat. Thank you so much, Nicole. Shout out to you. Everybody spam the love, the W's in the chat for Nicole. Let me see this. Shout out to Mr. Rich for being our host on Steven's basketball game last night. I love the commentary. Oh my gosh, I haven't watched it back yet. Was Rich being a goofball up in the chat or like on the stream? I know Rich doesn't hold back, so I'm sure on bad plays and all of that, he was having very funny comments, I could imagine. So many W's flying. Thank you so much, Nicole. You're the best. I like to say hi to everyone when I can. It may be the only hi or friendly gesture someone gets all day, said BJ. Oh, that's really nice. That's a great thing about our live streams too, right? The community and purpose it can give everybody. Ruth said, Luann, there would be books flying everywhere. Isn't Trevor in GTA 5 said 200 wheels? BJ said, thanks, Nicole. The office will have smelly breath then, BJ. Oh, did I miss something? Smelly breath. Rich said, it really wasn't fair, Steve. I know we didn't talk last night because you're like me and you don't talk after losses, but your team was undefeated. There's no way you should have played that good a team. Yeah, so the way the league worked, there was like a ton of teams in the regular season. I think like 40 or 50. And I didn't see the bracket, but there was two divisions for playoffs. There was like an A division and a B division. And I think because we were undefeated, we got put in the A division. And yeah, that was a bit of a mismatch. I mean, we played a team that you could tell they had plays, they had jerseys, like they've played together, they're committed. And we're just like a ragtag bunch of different misfits, like going out there. I'm in a t-shirt, but we did our best. Everybody after the game in our group chat, our team group chat, was like, that was such a fun year. Let's run it back when we can. So there'll be another season. We will avenge, what was our team name? The Chicken Noodle Hoop squad will be back. Luann said, once my cake I just bought went flying. The dogs ate it all. I didn't get a piece, LOL. What dogs do you have? We have white German Shepherds in Apollo and Leyla girl. Aw, thank you so much, Nicole. I tried my best. I'm glad you liked the commentary, said Rich. The pups would have enjoyed it, Luann, said Ruth. And Mr. Lee is in the chat. Hello to Apollo and Leyla. And of course, Steven. Hope everyone's doing good. Good to see you in the chat today, Lee. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. BJ said, the dumbest thing I did as a kid was to get on a bike at the top of a hill, and I could not reach the pedals, and with my feet to put on the brakes. I crashed. OMG. That sounds like a scary experience. Aksha said, it's coming, a white German Shepherd. Alicia's here with the double white hearts. Alicia said, how is Tucker? Tucker is doing great. He's recovering inside. We got his whole nook for him in the dining room. I said we gotta hit 50 likes on the stream for me to show Tucker. Otherwise, I might have to make you guys wait till the double dose. Charlie said, love the flags. Thank you, Charlie. I love it. The stream got even more fun. Hope to see the game stream again in the future. Maybe next summer we have to do some more baseball and basketball streams for the chat. Hey, if the people like it, the people will get it, right, Rich? We could stream basically every game if they started getting a lot of views. Alicia said, where's Jens at? He was here. I'm not sure if he left yet, but he was here. What the heck is this? Chase your ball. Ah, you don't want that ball? You want this ball, huh? I see how it is. Nicole said, that's a great idea, Mr. Rich. Just saw a bee on my trampoline. Oh no, Charlie. Did you pull a bee short like scream? Rich said, Nicole, I'll work on my commentary and I'll be back on more streams next year. Sarah is in the chat saying hi. Hello, Sarah. Happy Thursday to you. Jen said, I'm here. Nicole said, yay, thank you so much. BJ said, it is fun to have a surprise mix up in the streams with the sports streams. Are you guys getting excited for my friend's major event? He's going to be live streaming that whole 100-mile run. It's just like I think it's 2 weeks from this Sunday. So it's coming up quick. I chatted with him on the phone on Monday. He said he's prepared. He's going to have his longest pre-race training run this weekend. Alicia said, I see you now, and Kiki's here. Ruth said, ha, be short. Oh yeah, the be short. LOL, no, I just got off slowly saying, don't sting me and I won't get the shoe. Rula said, Steven, my mother flew to Italy to see the cousins last night. Her flight was delayed about 2 hours. Want to guess what airport she flew out of? Newark. Newark airport is a mess. It's in shambles. I have an insane story of going to Newark airport. Actually, I was driving Mr. Rich. I don't know if I've told it on the stream before. BJ said Newark. Rula said Newark 100%. Yeah, everybody who knows Newark knows it's a chaos zone right now. Rich said, I enjoyed it. Would have been better if the Wi-Fi was better, but it is what it is. Well, Rich, I think we were streaming not using the Wi-Fi yesterday, so maybe if we try again, I think Hoop Heaven has their own Wi-Fi. That could help us. Alicia said, the be short. Rich said, oh no, Steve, not the Newark airport story. Oh yeah, I might have to tell it. Even if I've told it, I might have to tell it again. Does anybody know the Newark airport story in the chat? BJ said, I know about Newark and I live on the West Coast, LOL. That's when you know an airport is truly horrific, when somebody in, 3,000 miles away has heard about the reputation. Zach Clarkson is back. Zach Clarkson, post B-Day. Hello, my friend. Do you feel wiser and older today? Akshay said, when your friend have 100 miles, I saw his all video. I had the reverse also. Last time I flew out of Italy, we left Naples airport, but of course, airport workers went on strike the day of our flight. It's raining right now where I'm at. Oh no, that was a rough day. Rich, how long was that ago now? Was that like 2 years ago? So the story is, Rich, I am the airport guy for my family. Like if anybody needs a ride to the airport, they ask Steven, like, oh, Steven, we know you say yes to everything. Can we have a ride to the airport, please? And of course, I say yes, I oblige. And so I'm taking Rich. He's like, we'll leave early. We'll leave even extra early so that you can be back for like when you got to start work. So we left like, I don't know, 6:37, 7:30 a.m., sometime pretty early. He's like, you'll be there, you'll be back. Lickety split, no trouble at all. So we're driving there. I pick up Rich. We're like basically probably 5 to 10 miles away from the airport. Super quick, no troubles. I have the airport in the GPS on my phone. We're coming up to an option where you could go left or right, like both ways bring you to the airport, but probably like similar times. But my phone is telling me to go left, and Rich tells me, oh no, you should go right here. Like, I think it's quicker. So I'm indecisive. I'm in the middle lane. I'm like wandering back and forth, left, right, left. Which way should I go? I'm like, you know what? Rich is a smart guy. Let me go right. So I go right. We go up this ramp. I get right to the top of the ramp, and I come to a complete halt. And that is where I sat for about the next 3 to 4 hours. It was completely stopped, deadlocked, zero movement. Rich missed his flight. We finally got to the airport. The airport knew what was going on because probably so many people were missing their flights. So Rich walked in and was like, they were like right away, like, yeah, blah, blah. So they got him on another flight. But round trip for me that day was, I believe, 6 hours going. What should take about like an hour and a half to go round trip took me 6. And it wound up becoming my complete day. And that's why I will never trust Rich for directions again. And I always will go left if the option arises between left or right. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare that day was. People were losing it. There was someone driving completely horizontal on the highway, trying to switch lanes. It was chaos. Chat, know that in these situations, Steve is very indecisive, and we sat there in traffic for like 3 hours without moving. Wait a second. What is that supposed to mean? What am I supposed to do? There was cars all around me. Nicole said 6 hours? OMG. I'm at a cafe because my brother playing guitar and his friends is singing, but they both don't like the camera, LOL. Indecisive, trading is not for you then, Steven? I'm not much of a trader, Rulis. I'm more of like a long-term investor. Zach said, I was hungover last night, Steven. Oh, you had a fun time at your party, huh? BJ said, LOL, Rich, that must have been an interesting discussion for 3 hours. I can just imagine what you talked about. Well, BJ, I think I was pretty quiet for about like an hour and a half of that. When I get like fuming angry, I kind of just go silent. And it was pretty quiet for a bit, but then the longer it went on, like the funnier it actually became. It became more enjoyable because of just how bad it was. Oh no, I'm breaking up. In the first hour of us in traffic, we sat there in silence because Steve was so mad. Yeah. The moral of that story is don't listen to Rich. That is the only takeaway I had too, Ruth. Don't listen to Rich. I can't imagine how Steven would look when he is angry. I'm just dead silent, just like stone-faced, like just like sitting there. BJ said, so now we know Steven goes silent when he is mad. LOL, yes. I get very quiet. Very, very quiet. Next time I am busy, sorry, said Leslie. Oh, Ruth, that's a bit rude. Oh no, Ruth is right. I should have gone left. I should have definitely gone left. Just like the GPS had said. Akshay said, I can't imagine when you are angry. Yeah, I don't get angry too often, but that was one of the times for sure. BJ, dead silence, no eye contact, no nothing, just like an absolute shell of his real self. Hey, but though, Rich, I lightened up. We started to enjoy the moment. After I had understood that there was nothing I could do to change the situation, there was no reason to be mad at it anymore, right? You just had to make the best of it at that point. But I was losing it for a second. Ruth said, but true though, Rich. Leslie said, LOL. Alrighty, fam. I think I'm going to keep this part 1 stream rather short. It's pretty low key today, and I have stuff to do to prepare for my Sparrow stream this afternoon. We will be back live this evening, though, a little bit late, probably like 4:30 p.m. or thereabouts. Mom said hi all. Aw, we're just about to end. Hello and goodbye. I should show the chat Tucker, but we failed to hit the 50 like mark. I don't know. Nemetsu Hund said hello in the chat. Yes, after the first hour, you really loosened up and we made the best of the situation. A lot of people get silent when they are mad, said BJ. Thank you, fam. Hi, Joanne. Glad Tucker is home. All right, guys. So I will show Tucker on the part 2 stream regardless. So everybody, if you want to see the Tuck truck, easy. Tuck truck on the streams, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you set the alarm for around 4:30 when we're back. Share the white hearts in the chat, the emojis in the chat if you got them. Let's go out with some energy on a high note. Nemetsu said thank you all and hello. Aw, Akshat, you're sad now because we're ending? Don't worry, we'll be back soon. Ruth shared the hearts for Apollo, Leyla, and Tucker. Thank you again to Nicole for sending a dono on the stream today. You are absolutely amazing and we appreciate you so much. Rula shared the heart, the puppy, the heart, the puppy. And Ruth and Nicole shared the full list of custom emojis that we got here now. Akshat sent a ton of W's in the chat. When I was a little kid, I threw my toy Power Ranger at the fan and it hit me in the eye. Oh my gosh, Lucita, you sound like you are a bit of chaos as a chillin'. Rule said, way to go, Nicole. Nemetsu shared the emojis and W's. And Connie, you got us right at the buzzer. Hello and goodbye. Good to see your name pop up though. BJ said, Lucita, that sounds like something I would do when I was little. Can't wait to see Tucker Steven. Oh yeah. He'll be on stream 2 today. Your video is amazing, Apollo and Leyla. Thank you so much. I'm very happy you love our channel. Charlie sent the emojis. Connie's getting a bunch of hellos. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Enjoy your next couple of hours. We will see you guys very, very soon. Ta-ta for now, everybody. See you later.